You but boy, I had another thought while I'm sitting here thinking about to go. I'm working right now, but anyway, long story short, I was watching something the other day, and it was a guy that was in prison, and he was saying that when the newbies used to come in prison, they used to, go up to them. You could tell they ain't never been in prison or whatever, whatever. They would go up to them and tell them, hey, don't do this, don't do that, be careful with this, be careful with that, blase squad, blase squad, blase squad, right? And then they would watch them and see how they would do and how they would move. And if they went against the grain and did what they told them not to do anyway, they wouldn't fuck with them and be like, oh, this dude ain't serious, yada, yada, yada. But if they actually did, they would end up trying to help them. So I culture that into how I teach and what my expectations of not only my godchildren, but people that I try to communicate to, right? It is your, even mine, responsibility to find out the information. I just posted a video about learning, right? To find out the information, right? It is not my responsibility as an elder to chase anyone to learn something. Think about that when you're talk when you're around your elders, right? The the weight good godparents, the weight that they have on their shoulders, you will never understand until you're in that position. So when it's time to learn and you really, really put forth the effort, it hits different and it shows. I use that with everything in my people that work for me, people that I coach my players. If you reach out and instill the initiative to want to learn, I will teach. But if I tell you, hey, this is what you got to be careful with. Don't do this. Don't do that. Don't do this. I always say, "Oh, trupo me." Don't do the same thing over and over and expect a different outcome. Same situation. If you keep doing the same thing over and over, it's not going to change. You have to take the initiative to understand what's going on and what's going on around you. Don't come into this thinking you're going to be rich. Don't come into this thinking every day your life's going to change overnight. It takes effort. And just like I look at it, just like I watch Orumila, the Orishas, the Eguns, they all watch the same thing. Think about that. Let that marinate. Iburu boya. Watch your chin.